in Australia, you know, we've all had this issue around chargers, access to them, number of them, if they're working, and so on and so forth. And if you didn't already know, government is actually really interested in supporting this, and they're putting money forward for people to install commercial chargers. And these guys, this is Dunstan, by the way, so Dunstan, hey, how you going?
Good, thanks.
They actually are providing to companies the solutions. So Dunstan, thanks for coming on, appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you tell me a bit about your product and what do you do?
Sure, yeah, so Versinetic is a company based in the UK, and we supply electronics and software for smart EV chargers. We've got a modular system that you can build up into any sort of case you like, and we've got all the software required as well to meet all the latest standards.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So people will think to themselves, okay, I would like to have a charger, and they can buy from another company something that might suit them. Yeah. So you're addressing that market basically.
Yeah. So our market is basically companies that want to get into EV charging, but don't have effectively the engineers to do it, or don't have the time. We think we can save 2 to 3 years of development time for companies who want to get into charging. So a typical customer might be somebody who already is in electrical installation of some description, such as a streetlight manufacturer or commercial lighting, and so they're already getting contracts to do electrical installation, and what's happening is they're being asked to install chargers at the same time, and they think, well, rather than us just installing someone else's chargers, let's have our own charger, and let's get a piece of the action basically, and so they come to us and they jumpstart their whole development.
Awesome. So then I get what the hardware is, that's a lot of controls and
electronics,
electronics, load and all that management stuff. But behind that, for the actual managing a fleet, say, or even monetizing it, do you do the software too?
So we don't do the back office software, but because we support OCPP 1.6, we can work with any back office provider. It's like the de facto language that chargers use. And at the moment, we've got customers using 5 different types of back office, and it works with all of them. So there's no problem there. Yeah.
I've been thinking, and it was funny just yesterday. I'm looking at my cameraman off the side there. We should get into the charging business. If you don't know already, in the very near future, 5 or 10 years, most everyone in Australia will own an electric vehicle.
And
they're going to need them. They're going to need them in apartments, in streets, in places we just can't yet imagine.
Exactly, and this is the sort of gap we're trying to address. So it was sort of inspired. I went to a show about 4 or 5 years ago in the UK, and I walked around it, and all the chargers were plastic boxes. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a charger that was built into a tree trunk? So we actually did that. So too heavy to bring over to Australia, unfortunately. But we've actually got 2 log chargers back in the office. And it's really just to say to people, look, charging can be different. It doesn't have to be all the same. We can build chargers into anything, and let's just get the components together to allow people to do that.
So your hardware you provide, can it work in the extremes of Australia? We're talking very cold to very hot.
Well, that's that. We have components on our boards. Everything's rated industrial temperature range, which is -40 to +85. So
that'll work.
So So I'd hope if it's +85, you're dead, so you won't be driving anywhere anyway. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming to the channel, Dunstan. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
And I'll leave a link to the product below, and you can go check them out. And if you're getting into charging, look them up.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Cheers,
appreciate it.